Hey everybody, Dr. J here with another episode of the playthrough. Today we're going to be going over how to play Thanos Rising, the new Marvel game from USAopoly. Just a quick note, for those of you who are listening to this on audio only, just know that there's a video that goes along with it, and you can see how the game is played. Just head over to theplaythru.net to watch that video. So we'll go over really quick just the rules of the game. The game plays up to four people. Can play up to 5 if you get the promo, but the box itself, the base game, comes so you can play 4 people, and it takes about 45 minutes to play. So the way that the game works is each person is going to take a turn, and every turn you're going to do a certain number of things. So the first thing you do on your turn, I'm going to use Black Panther for this example. You pick one of these 3 sectors that you're going to put your token in, and that's the sector that you're going to be involved with. If you see here, each sector has 3 cards that go along with it. Some of them are heroes like these, and some of them are villains. The orangish ones are villains. And after you pick what sector you want to go to, you roll the Infinity Stone die and the Thanos die. So I'll go ahead and roll those right now. And if you see here, this says add 1 counter to the orange Infinity Stone. And this symbol means that I have to roll the Infinity Stone die again. Oh, that's 2 on orange. That's not going to be very good for us this game. And if you look at the Thanos die, it's got different symbols here. It's got a left turn symbol, a right turn symbol, and then the Infinity Gauntlet symbol, which is probably the worst one to roll. So let's say that I rolled it so that Thanos turns to the right. If you look here, he's facing this sector. Just a quick caveat, your Thanos will not look like this one when you get it. Russ painted this one. So if Thanos turns to the right, you'll see that he's now facing the sector that I put my token in. That's not going to be very good for me, because if Thanos is in the same sector as you, you have to take a damage cube and put 1 on all of your heroes. Now if you look at the hero cards here, they have a track on the side. Once that track fills up with damage cubes, that hero is going to be out of the game. And the game ends when either there are 10 heroes that are out of the game, whether they're heroes out here on the board or heroes that you've owned, or when you defeat 7 villains. And that's just kind of the base difficulty. You can ramp up the difficulty by playing with more villains. So in this situation, Thanos would give a damage counter to Hawkeye and to Shuri. And then you look here at the General Outrider, and he has a special ability too. He says, if Thanos is in this sector, you have to give 1 extra damage counter to all blue and red heroes. And unfortunately, Shuri and Hawkeye are blue and red, so they would get 2 extra damage cubes. Now after you've done all that, so you roll the Thanos dice, you resolve what Thanos does, you look here at your player card for Black Panther, it says he rolls 3 red dice and 1 blue die. And then he's got his own ability that doesn't take effect yet, but his says, if I have another blue hero on my team, then I get another blue or green die on my turn. So I'm going to try to get a blue hero this time. So what I do is I take my 3 red dice, my 1 blue die, and I roll them. And this is what I got. So I look over here, I look at Shuri. She's a blue character, so she's what I'm going for. Shuri needs 2 damage symbols and 1 tech symbol in order for me to recruit her to my team. Luckily for me, I got 2 damage symbols and 1 tech symbol, so I would assign these to the card over here, and that's going to be enough to recruit Shuri. So I would take her and I would add her to my team, and once she's recruited, all the damage counters come off of her, so that's really good. And then my turn would be over. We refill the spot that she took, and then it would go on, and Doctor Strange would then take his turn. And so you just keep going, either trying to deal damage to the villains or recruiting more heroes. If you end up assigning your dice to villains, like this General Outrider here, he takes 2 damage symbols and 1 mystic symbol in order to deal damage to him. Whenever you put a damage cube on a villain, you get one of these bonus tokens here. And there's other ways to get bonus tokens, but that's the typical way. And if you see here, they have different things, like this will give you a free mystic symbol. This lets you remove damage from heroes, and this one actually gives you an extra red die that you can roll on your turn. So the bonus tokens are very important and will help you through the game. Now if you see here, the Thanos, the Infinity Stone board is also very important. Just like in the movie, if you've seen the movie, I don't think I'm spoiling it by saying Thanos is trying to get the Infinity Stones so he can put them in his Infinity Gauntlet. If at any point in the game, one Infinity Stone fills up with 5 cubes and has 5 on it at the end of someone's turn, you end up flipping it over and Thanos gets an extra special ability. So this one, whenever the orange Infinity Stone is rolled, you remove 1 damage from all villains. That would be very bad in a game when you take the stone and you put it in the gauntlet. And you just keep taking turns until Thanos either knocks out 10 heroes or until you have defeated 7 villains as the players. Another way that Thanos can win, though, very importantly, is if he collects all 6 Infinity Stones and adds them to the gauntlet, the game's going to end that way as well. So you have to kind of balance the two things and make sure that Thanos doesn't, win either the two ways. If you notice, the dice are different colors, and that's important because the different dice have different symbols on them. Blue has more tech symbols, black has more cosmic, green has more mystic, and red has more of the damage symbols. And that's how you play Thanos Rising. All right, everybody, thanks for joining us here on another How to Play video from the playthrough. If you want to hear our thoughts on the game and how our playthrough of it went, just go ahead and click the box up in the corner and make sure to like us and subscribe.